Hello and welcome to another session of Late Night Games. I'm your host Paul, and once again we are playing Knights of the Old Republic 2: The Sith Lords. Where we left off, we had just allowed Kriya and our other dude, Atten, to level up. We have also given them weapons, and we destroyed that notoriously irritating HK droid. So without further ado, let's check what our quest log says and go from there. You've reached the... You should try to discover what's happened in the galaxy since your exile. Perhaps Kriya will know more once you have escaped the Paragus. You've lost contact with T3, so now I have to rescue him. And the HK unit you encountered suggested you were incapacitated and taken off the Harbinger on a damaged thing. Okay. So, there's a couple quests.
What is it? This is...
It's a time for answers. Who's pursuing us, and why?
They are assassins, and they are responsible for the attack on the Ebon Hawk and the Harbinger. I did not expect them to find us so quickly. We must escape this facility. If we remain here, then we will die.
Very well. Let's keep moving. She have a level up? Oh no, she has that shield that I accidentally activated.
Just say the word.
I love his goggles. Alright, so let us check our map. And it looks like we want to... We were trying to escape, so let's continue on our escape. Can we take the turbo lifts now? Oh no, our goal was to try and get to that ship that just docked. Which is not docked up here. Why are my teammates not following me? Oh, because I'm on solo mode. That explains it. Alright, so there's the ship. Its docking port is up there, so it's probably this way. The Harbinger command deck. Okay, so this is the ship that I was initially taken off of.
Something is wrong. I sense no one on board.
You sense no one on board? Sense any assassin droids creeping up behind us like last time?
Everyone here has been slain, yet there are few signs of battle. No carbon scoring, no blaster fire. This place has been hit by assassins of a different sort.
Then what are we doing on this ship? We were better off in the facility. You two are supposed to be Jedi? You two are the worst Jedi I've ever met.
Atten's right. We need to get off this ship.
Oh, and go where? If the assassin machine was correct, then we cannot reach the hangar. Be silent. I need some time to think.
I saw the vessel dock. When it did, a fuel pipe entered the fuel depot behind the force field. Or we can bypass the force field. Yeah. A fuel pipe entered the fuel depot behind the force field.
Look, I don't mean to cast another shadow on this, but even if you could reach the ship you came in on, it wouldn't matter. You'll need the orbital drift charts to clear the Paragus asteroid field, unless you want to have the shortest flight out of Paragus ever recorded.
Why don't we steal this ship?
Oh, you mean with the huge crew we brought along with us? That's a brilliant idea.
Wait, how did the Harbinger get an orbital drift charts if it would need to dock here?
Well, of course they have the asteroid drift charts in their navicomputer. They'd have to.
So let's get the codes then. We can worry about reaching the Ebon Hawk. Oh. Let's focus on the problem we can solve, getting the codes. Otherwise, getting the hangar means nothing.
Well, we'd have to get to the bridge. I mean, Well, that's the biggest problem I can see.
That is a sound plan for the moment. Let us go.
Now that you have a party, certain actions and dialogue responses will increase or decrease your influence with your companions, depending on their personalities. Some respect cruelty, while others may respect nobility, loyalty, cleverness, brute force, and so on. The higher your influence with a companion, the more your alignment affects theirs. An extreme and high-low influence with a companion can open up additional dialogue choices. There are benefits to both, so treat them as you will.
Our enemies gather while we wait here.
Forgive me, Kriya. I was distracted for a moment. I'll be more mindful of the present.
Very well.
Yay, I gained influence with Kriya. Alright, so which way do I want to go? Let's open this door. And lots of dead people. And there's the navicomputer. Well, that was easy. I said access. Access, there we go. I am going to reroute the navicomputer. You've rerouted the system and accessed what remains of the ship's astrogation capabilities. Download the orbital drift charts for the progress. Downloaded. Check the Harbinger logs. Emergency broadcast.
We've taken on passengers to Telos.
Sir, we've just received an emergency broadcast. A freighter under attack by Sith forces.
Can you get an ID on the ship?
Yes, sir. We have its ID signature. It's not in our databanks, but its profile suggests some low-stock freighter. It says it's being hit hard by a Sith warship. Sir?
I'll need to confirm with command before we move to intercept. Report.
The Sith warship is empty, sir. We attached an umbilical and sent 3 strike teams through it, and there's no sign of a crew or its commander.
There's no one on board? What about the escape pods?
They're still in their berths, sir. This place, it's empty. It's like a ghost ship.
Then who was firing at the freighter?
We don't know, sir. The freighter's empty, too. We did a clean sweep and nothing except a lone T3 unit, badly damaged. Did you still want it tractor beamed to the Harbinger?
Search the freighter and the warship one more time. If they're clean, then we'll tractor the freighter over.
Yes, sir.
No idea why the Admiral thought that freighter worth all the effort, but we'll find out.
Everyone on the Ebon Hawk was dead, sir. We're starting autopsies within the hour.
What about that Sith corpse we retrieved from the warship?
We haven't had a chance to fully examine it, sir. He looks human, but he's fractured in several places.
Then keep me posted. Something's wrong here, and I want to know where all those Sith on the warship went.
Let's check the emergency report for the last log.
We're still experiencing a problem with the communications array, and now maintenance is telling me there's a cascade failure in the weapons.
Sir, I just picked up an unusual sound from MedLab. Ah!
I have come for the Jedi.
What the hell was that?
Sir, I don't know. Communications just got cut.
Send a security team to MedLab, now!
Alright, so it looks like our dead Sith Lord wasn't as dead as they thought. I have lost the part, which was the part I used to repair the computer. Now, let us, continue on. Credits, parts, yay.
What is it? Why are we stopping?
So, why were you locked up again?
Look, I'd be happy to share my whole life story when we aren't getting chased by assassin droids and Sith troops, alright?
Alright, let's keep moving then. Open the door. And let us continue on our wanderings. What's this? Sith assassins? Where? Oh yeah, they're stealthy. Force push. Use blaster. And Kriya, do your dueling thing.
More where that came from.
Force push. It worked. Force push again.
More where that came from.
Yes. I'll just stand back force pushing and let Kriya do all the damage. Oh, I used up all my force power. I'm gonna have to hope that I don't get attacked for a bit so it can recharge. Get some credits. Let's try and hack this. A pinpoint scope. Very nice. Sith assassins. Force push. And blast. Force depleted. Alright, him with a power blast. And another. Yeah. Kriya, you okay back there? Yeah, you're okay. You're good. What's this? Escape pod. All the escape pods have been locked. They cannot be used. Some more stuffs. And that is it for this path. It ends at the locked escape pods. But I got some good combat in, and got some items, like a scope for a gun, which will definitely be handy. Let's check this blast door. Magnetically sealed and cannot be opened. Alright, so that's the end of that path. Oh, come on, there's gotta be a way to open it, because it's got a room behind it. Alright, let's head back around through the bridge. Loop to loop. Back to where we came from. And head down this hallway here. That's damaged. Alright, what about this door? Low security door. Hack successful. Let's hack the footlocker. A Mandalorian melee shield and a med pack. I got a lot of those Mandalorian melee shields. Or melee shields. A plasteel cylinder. It's got precision chamber, which will be nice for, I think, a gun. Let's hack this door. Alright, that's that broken door. Oh, Sith Assassin. Power Blast. Force push that one.
Time to take you down to size.
The hell with this. Switching to melee. Well, that was anticlimactic. I wanted a chance to, you know, slash some Sith arse. Oh well. Next Sith will taste the pointy end of my vibroblade, which is right here. Critical strike. Go.
Everyone down. More where that came from.
I don't want to switch people. Although that's cool that I can switch people on the fly. I leveled up. I'll level myself up in a minute. I want to loot this room first. Security failure. Success that time. Battle armor. Nice. Okay, I'll have to keep that in mind that I have a piece of battle armor. And let's open this cylinder I was about to open. Alright, let's check my character. Let's level him up. New skills. I have 5 points. I'll put another into computer use. Another into security, because those are my 2 most used things. Let's go with awareness. And... I'll go with persuade. Feats. You have been granted the following feats this level. Force immunity to stun and unarmed specialist Mark II. I am going to go from armor proficiency light to armor proficiency medium. No, not yet. Improved critical strike is what I might do. Improved gearhead. That would be handy. Advanced Jedi defense, a +3 bonus to all deflection rolls. Continued focus on the use of single one-handed weapons, grants +2 to attack and +2 to defense. Applies to both ranged and melee. Also applies when using unarmed combat. I am gonna go with the improved... No. Okay, so... Power attack gives a +3 to my damage, but -3 to hit. So, a few episodes ago I was mentioning that when you're rolling your 20-sided dice to determine if you're going to hit or not, it's compared to the enemy's AC or armor class. This basically means whatever I roll on that 20-sided dice is reduced by 3. So if the enemy say has a 15 defense, in order to hit, I have to roll 15 or higher. When using power attack, I have to roll 18 or higher. Now, very few enemies have an AC that high so far, and I also have buffs that are then added on to my rolls, etc. But it gives additional damage while reducing the likelihood of hitting, and increases the critical multiplier. So if a crit does double damage, instead does triple damage. Now if I switch it to improved power attack, it's still only the -3 for my chance to hit, but it increases the melee damage to 7 instead of 3, which is significant. These attack bonuses for using weapon proficiency, these add to your chance to hit. So on that 20-sided dice, whatever you roll, it adds +1 to it. I hope to get a lightsaber soon, and I want to make sure that when I get to it, I'm ready to use it. So I'll go with lightsaber usage. Force powers. I'm going to go with... This is another tough one. Dominate Mind. It's a universal power, so it's not affected by light or dark side. Enables persuasive use of the Force. Once a Jedi has this power, extra options appear in conversations. Dominate Mind is more powerful than Affect Mind, and very few beings can resist its effects. This power does not affect droids. So, I got the Affect Mind ability already, which gives me additional It's like the Force Mind Trick. When he waves his hand and says, these aren't the droids you're looking for, it unlocks that in conversation. This will unlock more of those options. And I like that, because if I can avoid combat, that's a better way to win. Alright, and that's that for leveling up. Alright. Now, is this door back here openable that I was at? Yes, it is. Crew quarters. Now, before we do anything more, I'm going to go to my equipment. I require heavy armor proficiency to use battle armor. And your max dexterity bonus is 1. Now, if I look at my character skills, if you look my dexterity and my strength on my stats, then they have next to it their bonuses. So anything that requires the use of strength, I have a +2 to any dice rolls for strength. Anything that requires dexterity, I have a +2. Now, when it says that the max dexterity bonus for armor is +1, what that means is the armor is so bulky that no matter how flexible and nimble you are, the maximum bonus that can be applied to any actions you do while wearing the armor is reduced to a +1 bonus. Which makes sense, because if you're wearing a really heavy, bulky piece of armor, no amount of flexibility is going to help. I mean, you can be a martial artist who can do a spinning drop kick, put on a suit of medieval armor, and you ain't gonna be getting your leg that high. The armor just simply doesn't allow it. And that's how that's translated into the dice rolls for the game. Now, when I'm saying rolling dice... Oh, something's happening.
Are you alright?
I just need a second. This was my room.
This was your room? When?
Before I lost consciousness and woke up with Amparagus.
We do not have much time. Whatever you intend to do, do it quickly.
I got my own arm pad and my data pad. Loki Ramos, you are requested to report to the Harbinger Medical Bay for routine examination. This routine is automated. Simply insert this data pad into the medical computer to receive your injections. Nice. I also want to check what that armband is. This band belonged to the Jedi Loki Ramos, who was once exiled from the Jedi Order following the Mandalorian Wars. It increases Constitution by 1. Now, what are my current armbands? I have Energy Shield, which I'm not using right now, but I'll leave on. And I also have a Mining Shield, which absorbs heat points. I'll switch that for my armband. Increase my Constitution. Very nice. You know, when I first realized this was my character's room and was up walking in, I'll be honest, guys, I was hoping that I would have my lightsaber in there. My skill is too low to open it. But it worked when I tried again. A disruptor carbine. That sounds fun. Second. What do you have? You have a pistol equipped? You can't equip a disruptor carbine. What about me? I've got... Oh, me. I've got this sonic rifle, which is 2 to 14 damage. And on hit, it damages dexterity. This one here is 1 to 10, which is nowhere near as good as 2 to 14. So I'll leave the sonic rifle equipped. I see Sith. Force push. And then follow up with a critical strike. And then a power attack.
More where that came from. Let's settle this. Time to take you down to size.
And Atten, although he was the one that was kind of being attacked most there, remember his character's special ability is he can't die as long as other people are alive. These two have both leveled up, so I'm going to, as promised, auto-level them up, because they're not my main character. Bam. Scooby-Wooby. Switch back to me. What's this? No. I'm trying to loot this body. A Republic soldier. And a door. The medical bay door. My KOTOR tank. This KOTOR tank appears to be active. Do you wish to heal yourself? My wounds have been healed. Nice. Handy. Insert datapad. Check treatment request. Treatment request. Sedatives administered during routine examination 3.5 days ago. Emergency override enacted. Dosage exceeds safety protocols. During your last medical exam, you were administered a delayed sedative that would kill a normal human being. That must be what rendered you unconscious when the Harbinger was taken out. It looks as if someone forgot to lock out the treatment request once administered. You still have access to one of the KOTOR tanks in the medical bay. Sith wreckage report.
Something's wrong. Ever since we picked up that Sith firefight in the region, crewmen haven't been reporting for their shifts, and I can't reach people on the comm. The strange thing is, I keep feeling like someone's watching us here in the ship, but I can't see anyone. I don't like this. This is the medical officer. The soldiers sent to the medical bay have just died. I don't know where the subject went. I think he's gone to find more of the crew. With him are Sith. They just appeared right out of thin air, like they were wearing stealth generators, but I think they were always on board. When we stopped to pick up that freighter, they must have come on board the Harbinger. I have no idea how many are on the ship. There could be only a few, or as many as 100. And with communications cut off, we can't call for help. I think that thing in the tank was a Sith Lord, alive the whole time, waiting for something to wake him up.
Alright, so that explains why there are so many Sith on board. They were apparently always on board. Alright, well, I'm just going to continue looting this area, but that's where we're going to call it for a day. So, once again, while I wander around, thank you for joining us for this episode of Late Night Games. You can keep up to date... Sorry, my brain just completely went backwards. So, as I said, thank you for joining. Ooh, broken KOTOR tank. The KOTOR tank was shattered from the inside. Fragments littered the floor around it. That's where the Sith Lord must have been. So, as I was saying, thank you for joining us. You can tune in next time to keep up to see what happens to our intrepid Jedi, Outcast, and his Ram-Bam sort of team. I just reactivated that medical droid. Awesome. And see how we managed to escape the Paragus Station, which it feels like forever ago we got stranded on. Go ahead and hit a like if you like what you're seeing, subscribe to keep up to date on all our future releases, and make sure to check us out on Facebook and Twitter. You can always reach us through the comment section down below, and thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.